I'm Dr. Lauren Willoughby. I'm a plastic surgeon, and this is my friend, Dr. Christy Nicholas, who's also a plastic surgeon. Today we're going to look at some photos of Tom Cruise, and we're going to have a discussion, see if we think he's had any work done. Okay, starting off, good-looking Tom Cruise, 1986. Looks good. Okay, so I guess this is our baseline for comparison.
Very normal. His brow's in good position. That's very normal for a man. Just
good-looking
to be
guy. Like well-defined brow, high cheekbones.
Nice nose, very natural-looking nose. Look at that straight dorsum.
Yeah. 1995.
I mean, not a fan of the haircut, but you know, what can we say?
Exactly.
Still looks very, very natural.
Not a very flattering picture of his wife, but that's okay.
Very unflattering. But I don't think anything's changed in his face except that he's gotten older.
You see signs of natural facial aging. He's got some crow's feet.
Yeah.
He's got some jowls. He's got some nasolabial folds.
He's got teeth that actually look relatively normal, but he does have a rather gummy smile, and I'm curious to see if that changes.
Let's see. Okay. 2000, wait, what year was this? Okay, we left at 1995. Now we're going to, okay, so 10 years later.
So he looks different. His nose hasn't changed though, which is actually kind of nice to see. I agree.
You can see like his nasal
tip. He's had Botox for sure. And actually, go back up.
For his crows, you think?
Yeah, for his crows for sure. But look, let's see his smile. Is his smile any different? Yeah, so he seems to have a little...
I think he's just making a different facial expression.
He's smiling in both ones. No, what I'm wondering is if he's had some Botox
harder in the first
to his upper lip to prevent his gums from showing. It's possible. We don't know.
It's possible, or he's just not smiling
or he's just not that happy with his new wife.
Okay, that was 2005. Now we're going to...
2012. Oh, dear. So...
You know, dear, he still looks good.
Once again, he's suffering from this puffy face that all celebrities seem to get when they put too much filler in their cheeks. When you get older, your cheeks should not get bigger. That is not a good look. And he has this. Look at his cheeks. They're too full.
I agree, but the thing that strikes me the most is he's lost the transition between his lower lid and his cheek.
Yes.
It's flat. So, which is for the reason that you mentioned. But my eye goes right here, and that's where it looks abnormal to me.
And he's had Botox. You see he has no wrinkles in between his brows. He has no crow's feet. So he's been maintaining his Botox for the last 10 years.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's fine.
As long as you don't overdo it.
The cheek filler is bad. He obviously cares about his skin a little bit more. The texture is improved. I don't know if he's using skin products, lasers, any of those things, or a peel.
Probably all of the above.
Very, very, very shiny, which is what happens when you do overtreat your skin. You end up getting this shiny texture, and I
think it looks good. His texture looks good.
I think he's getting to the point where he's going to be overdone.
He's also at some events, so he's going to be wearing makeup.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to be wearing makeup.
Yeah. Okay, we're going 2012 now. We're going to 2018, so much different. Are you sure that's the same guy?
That does not look like the same guy.
Yeah.
What's happened to him?
So, well, I think we have to break it down. So his forehead, his brow position looks the same. I don't think that has changed. He's still got like the same distance between his hairline and his...
And his nose actually looks the same. But you know, actually, what's the difference here is he does seem to have lower lids now, whereas before he didn't. So I don't know...
Maybe he's backed off some of the fillers in here.
It's possible, or maybe some of his fillers migrated.
Or he's in between Botox sessions. The Botox will last 3 to 6 months. It's starting to fade, and I know I start to see my crow's feet come back, and then it's time to touch it up again. It is challenging to compare these head to head because the angles are different and the lighting is different.
But what I would say, which can be common with under eye filler, is it does tend to migrate because often you have under eye filler placed when you're not smiling or animated, and they don't account for that. So sometimes when you then go on to smile, you develop these...
That's when it looks funny too. Yeah.
You develop these festoon type areas that are full, and I'm wondering whether that's happened to him.
And it's a bit rigid. Like when he's smiling, like the mid face isn't really moving up to the extent that we would expect.
Well, that's Botox. I mean, he doesn't smile with his eyes.
It's also filler. Like I think the weight of the filler, and it changes like how the muscles of the face that are animating move. Like they get an unnatural movement. Okay, 2018, 2020, so 4 years later.
He's too shiny.
He looks good though. I think he looks good.
I think he looks better than what he looked like before.
I agree. I think he's backed off of some of the fillers here.
He's backed off on the filler.
And I like that you can see some jowl lines.
Yeah.
I like that you could see the nasolabial folds because it looks natural.
How does his chin look, though? I'm just wondering, because his chin looks very defined here. So I don't know if he's had something done to his chin. It's hard to tell with this picture, but look here, and then now his chin is very defined. So whether he's had chin filler, whether he's just backed off the fillers on his cheek.
I don't know, but I like him better in 2022 than I like him in 2018.
Oh yeah, 2018 was not a good look for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay, we're done.
That it? That was it?
That was
it? That's all he looks like?
Hey, he's our first one that ended on a good note.
He actually looks better finally.
Looks
So it
great.
looks like he's actually had some of his fillers dissolved, which is great. And it's interesting because I don't think he's ever touched his nose, even though he doesn't have what, society would classify as a perfect nose. I think it looks good on him, and I'm glad that he hasn't changed it.
And I also like he has not had an upper blepharoplasty,
No.
which I personally think does not look good in men. It looks very artificial and doll-like. Mm-hmm. It looks good. It looks in men. You have some asymmetrical hooding of the eyes that looks good and that looks natural. So he looks great. Yes, our first one that ended on a good note. Thanks for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with us and what you think that he's had done, if anything. Thank you for watching. And if you can think of any other celebrities that you'd like us to cover, just let us know in the comments.